There we go. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm still getting used to my new mic and everything. Rick, I guess, has decided not to yell yet, but looks like we are live. Rick will yell at me in a moment. My bot is live. Dope. Okay. One last thing for me to open, then I will remember how things work. There we go, Jesus Christ. Hi! I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. I apologise if... Right, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I apologise if my audio is a bit funky. If it is, please let me know. Here's a fun fact, it was my birthday last weekend, and for my birthday my parents gave me a new microphone and a Stream Deck Mini, which is really exciting, but it does also mean that this is like my first stream with the new mic and with the new Stream Deck, so I'm still like getting used to everything. So if things sound weird, please let me know. This and Thursday are my like please give me feedback streams. As I try and like accustom myself to my new setup. Hi Del, I hope everything's going well. Also, this is an odd thing to notice, but I've noticed since getting in the new mic, which picks up a lot more audio, I've noticed that just how squeaky my chair is. Okay, I will turn the input up a little bit more and let me know how that feels. It's always difficult for me to tell because I tend to have my audio quite quiet. My audio settings on my computer are set up in this weird esoteric way that's really great for like how I use my computer, but not great for me testing audio settings. So let me know if that sounds okay. Yay, glad to hear it. If I get too loud, let me know and I'll fiddle around a bit more. Basically, it's getting used to a new mic that is much more sensitive also means having to get used to like all of the settings around that. Anyway, thank you, I appreciate it. Gesturing as if I have face cam on. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna see if I can swap over to gameplay and it works and doesn't freak out. I do also need to get back to this so I can pause it, but that's an aside. Right, please work. Or almost. Oh, what have I done? There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Ah, I got there eventually. Is that working? It looks like it. My music is very quiet, but that's okay. That's the way that I like it. I can pause this. Much better. So here's a fun fact. First of all, this mic is not actually the mic that I'm using anymore. It's just that the hinge on my headphones is broken, so it will sometimes fall down. But hopefully should be a bit easier for me now. Fuck, thank you for reminding me, E. Thank you for reminding me of the thing. I knew there was going to be something I forgot to set up. What do I want? I want my closed captions. That's what I want. Yeah, I feel like even though I've, like, not added much, it feels like I've had a major, like, shuffle. Also, because my new mic is directly, it's sort of off to my how do I put this? It's in front of my second monitor, which is off this way, which unfortunately also means that it covers, like, key sections of my second monitor. So, right, hopefully that should all be sorted now. So yeah, if there are issues, please let me know and I will try and fix them. On to the actual meat of the stream. Shadowbringers is out on Friday, woohoo! And as a result, this is going to be my very last Final Fantasy XIV stream before Shadowbringers. And I need a coin, and I need about 100 tomestones. I'm glad to hear it. I'm hyped for Gunbreaker as well, even though I'm going to be playing it on an old. I'm really excited for both of the new classes, even though I'm not playing either of them on my main. But I'm just, there it goes. I'm just excited to see how they play and what they're like. So this stream, we are going to be going to get that coin and get those tomestones, and if we get those, I'm going to do some bard leveling. I have 5 more before I can go into Heaven on High. Also, new me. Good news. Can't see it because I can't show it on stream properly. New tattoo. Bad news. Still a bit sore. Good news. Short hair. Much less annoying. Bad news. I've got a bit of a cold. So I'm going to be sniffling throughout. Hopefully not sneezing or coughing too much. But if I am, I will try and mute my mic. And like cough or sneeze into my shirt so that you can't hear it. Ooh, that sounds very fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and sign up for, you know what, let's get this raid out of the way first. Give me the Bone Monastery. And I'm gonna yeet myself over. Ooh, I wanted to go back to the house actually, because Grace said she'd left me a present in the house. So here's the thing is, I went back to my parents for my birthday and they're very generous. They let me stay with them for a few days, not that they wouldn't have done, and they gave me some really nice presents, and we went out for a really nice meal on Sunday, and I cuddled my dog, and I felt awful because I had to wake my mum up at 3 in the morning to let me in, not because I was too drunk to put my key in, but because my key had stopped working, because it's badly cut. And because I'm only, like, back at my parents', like, maybe once every 3 months, I get the worst key. So, of all the times for it to not work, it had to be at 3 in the morning when I just returned home from a party. God, I love this house so much. Grace has done such a good job with it, like, just... It just feels so, like, homely and lovely. Anyway, the other thing that my parents did, the other thing they gave me is a cold. So, oh, it's so cute. I was trying to do the like clap excited, like the jumping and the little clapping. It's so cute. Oh. I love it. It's the half partition, but I kind of like how this looks. I'm gonna move that one to the storeroom for now, but I might put it in. So Good house. I've got my disco ball. Jesus Christ, where is everyone? Anyway. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. I just really like, I like house. It's good house. I love Grace's, like, it's just, everything here is so nice. She's so good at making houses, it's ridiculous, like, how lovely house is. What I wanted to do actually was go to Robbers Reach. That's very fair. I have been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed recently, not to deal with the hype, but just because I've talked about this so many times before. I have this really dumb thing with my brain where if I get excited for something, I can't just be excited for it. It is like, no, there's a bad way of putting it. If I start to like something, I can't just like it. It becomes like the best thing, and it is literally all that I want to do. And so unfortunately for me, that happened with Assassin's Creed, where I got into it and now it's like all I want to do is play this game, which is fine, except I'm now like firmly like in the not so great portions of the series. It's a hyperfixation, and the thing is, it tends to be for me either it's all I care about or I don't care about it at all. So it was really difficult for me to force myself to get back into grinding in this game, and I've completely given up on it in Secret World. I just log in daily for the rewards because my hyperfixation is on other things. In this case it's Assassin's Creed, but the other stupid things that it does is when I get into something, I have to see it through to the end. And this is the anxiety speak, or else, with the capital letters there. So, like, I got into Assassin's Creed, and I've just started 3 last week, and I really like the series, and there is this terrible bit of my brain that now just goes, well, if you like the series, that means you have to play the whole thing, or else. Which is really dumb, but it's how my brain works. I give up on this Bone Monastery queue, it's not happening. Let's queue for some roulettes instead. No, we're gonna do Alliance Raid first, just in case. I suppose I could do some stickers as well if anyone's... Surprised there aren't more people on doing what I'm doing, like last minute grinding before Shadowbringers, but then I figure, I guess there are probably a lot of people who are like, you know what? I don't care, like, it's not gonna matter, so, like, why bother? I imagine most people are trying to level up, classes rather than, get, like, specific gear. Exactly. It's like, oh, I'm still a really big fan of this, but right now I have to focus on this other thing. And so, like, you know, the really good example for me is Secret World, because I've been feeling this way about it for a couple of months now. Sorry, you've just got the slightly sick Mochi speaks bullshit for ages while waiting for queues to go. I was thinking I might sneeze, but I'm not going to. It's like... I love the world of Secret World, and I love the story, and I love the characters, and I love all my Secret World friends, and it's really nice, this thing that we have together. But... oh... but I haven't been able to bring myself to grind in it for ages, and... Exactly. And so, like, this is a humble brag and it's not intended to be time. I hit E10, but it's because, especially now, I went ahead and got the the year reward, because I was like, well, I'm going to be playing this game. It's slightly cheaper, and I really wanted the outfit, primarily, because, you know, I'm a fashion checker at heart. So I got that, and now I log in daily to, like, make use of that, but I haven't played the game on a serious, like, I'm gonna grind level for ages, just because I really don't care that much. No worries, Rahela. I wish you luck with your drawings. You creative people are a mystery to me, and I admire them a great deal because I am not. I appear to be having a bit of fun and sexy lag, which I'm guessing is because there are lots of people logged in, but it's still annoying. That's the thing, is there's not, if you're not playing it with people, there's no reason to log in, which really sucks. And like, there are some times where I guess, like, maybe, you know, eventually I'll get like hyper fixated on it again. I like this puggy, totally sober, and like it will be all I play for a bit of time, but then gonna, like, you know, swap back and it won't be. So that was my long extended ramble, justifying why I've been obsessed with Assassin's Creed recently. I've not played enough AC3 to have formed an opinion on it yet, and I stupidly accidentally spoiled myself for a bit, but I'm trying to forget that. I've not played enough of 3 to have an opinion on it yet, but I've enjoyed the other games. Like, I actually, here's my perhaps secret shame, I actually really enjoyed Revelations. I thought the like, historical story was pretty shit, but I liked the characters and I liked the gameplay of it, and Istanbul is one of my favourite, like, cities in the world aesthetically, even though I've never visited there, and probably won't for a long time, if ever. Words. But I liked the modern story. I thought that was pretty cool. And, you know, I just ignored the bits that I didn't like. I was like, well, this tower defense is kind of shitty, so I'm just gonna not play this. And then I was like, well, this bomb crafting is kind of boring, so I'm just gonna not do this. But I'll see how I feel about 3. Need to, like, play more of it to form an opinion. Hey, do you guys want to know a nerdy fact, speaking of the name Istanbul? So Constantinople was historically so named because it was the city, the polis, of this guy Constantine, who was the emperor who moved the capital of Rome permanently over to the eastern city. But the name Istanbul, and this is possibly apocryphal, but I choose to believe it's true because I really like it. The name Istanbul, it comes from people would, you know, be walking in the area, and people would go, "Oh, where are you going?" And you would say Istanpolis, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing incorrectly, but who cares? And that's how the phrase Istanbul came to be. And did you guys know that I'm a big old nerd with no cool interests, only dumb ones? This is, Circus Tower is not a particularly interesting raid to stream, so I have to, like, talk about something interesting. Anyway, that's a fun, quite possibly apocryphal story that nonetheless I choose to believe is true because I think it's cool. Come on, let me up. Who have we got? Bale, Dragonheart, it's a bit edgelordy. Finnegan, Ferroshand. Whoa, I'm glad that I was not auto-running. I wouldn't quote it verbatim because, as I said, there is a very, very good chance that it is apocryphal, but I think it's a cool fact if true. I did learn it from a history show on the BBC. So I'm choosing to believe it's, fuck me, either true or like, if false, that's, I don't know. Don't know how to word things in a way that makes sense. God, my res just didn't go off there, did it? That's great. That's oh, baby. Yeah, exactly, Rahela. Like, it sounds plausible. How did I do that? And I found out about it from a BBC history show, so I'm choosing to believe that it's real. And if it's not, it's a cool fact that I've just accidentally spread to many, well, to some people. Okay, will Swiftcast come off cooldown? If it does. Will this res actually go off? Almost definitely not, but you know... F. Press F for Clawbringer. Those are pretty cool gloves, I like those. Sorry, let me know if me putting my drink down is too loud and I will put it somewhere else. I'm still learning my way around new microphone joys. Anyway, I feel like I had a point and then I rapidly lost it. Assassin's Creed. It's what I've been playing recently. Well, I haven't really been playing anything recently because I didn't really do any. I didn't play anything when I went back to my parents. Primarily because I spent a large chunk of it getting stabbed repeatedly with a needle in the name of art, which was well worth it, but also very painful. This thought brought to you by the fact that I have to be really careful with my left arm when I'm gaming at the moment, because otherwise I move it in a way that is not nice, and for once it's not an injury. Normally when that happens it's because I've hurt myself somehow, but in this case it's because of the repeated stabbings. I have to take a screenshot of totally sober. Yay, Papa! Aw, I will look at the puppy after stream. I love Doug. Doug is so good. I had a story about dogs. So, my phone just went off, sorry. That was a ping from Yumi. I just heard this buzz buzz on the desk next to me and I'm like, what? Confused cat. So, Mum was dropping me off at the train station because getting through London is a nightmare at best. And also I had like 2 heavy bags, so I was a bit burdened, shall we say. Someone dropped me off the tube station, which meant we went through Regent's Park, where there are often dogs. There was a person and they had a black Labrador and a golden retriever, and they were both so cute. It was ridiculous how cute they were. Like, just truly excellent dogs. I was very happy. Oh, We are playing aggro roulette right now. We've got a samurai and a monk, so... Sorry, I'm getting distracted there. You can see here who the enemy is aggroed onto at any given time, and it was moving between people, so it was going around in circles. But because we've got a samurai and a monk, we do have positionals, so like, ish. Good luck, friends. At least it's a tank who's doing, like, all the early pulling. Like, if the pulls have to be early, at least they're being early pulled by a tank. And a tank who I believe had shield oath on, no less. But still. Just had the thought, which is that... So... The thought I had, and then promptly lost it because I was wanting to do something in raid chat. What the fuck? Rude. Thought. The thought I had was that if I pug things, like, I've decided I'm going to try and do as many dungeons, like, for the first time as summoner as possible, unless, like, queues are literally untenable. But if I do need to, like, grind gear or whatever, I'm gonna do that as healer, probably. Basically, I'm doing what I normally do, where I'm keeping Astro as my, like, grindy Q-pop class, and then actually, like, being a summoner main. And then promptly forgot the thought. Oh yeah, because we are getting a new tank and a new DPS, but we aren't getting a new healer, and there's gonna be... This is like the Dark Knight expansion. So there's going to be a lot of Dark Knights and a lot of Gunbreakers and probably a lot of Dancers. You know what that means? It means if I queue as if I queue as Astro, hopefully good queues, yes. But Astro's definitely is swapping back to my secondary class for now, and Summoner will be my main class pretty much after today. Like, I'm going back to being a Summoner main. I have my my glamours all set up, so the last thing that I'm gonna do before we log out tonight, gonna choose my new hair. I'm gonna swap into my Summoner glamour I'm gonna swap into my Shadowbringers glamours, because won't be streaming tomorrow. Thursday I will be finishing off the Banner Saga 3. I don't know why I'm doing this now, when I will do it later anyway. But just so you're aware, if you want to keep up with my Banner Saga 3 playthrough, that's gonna be on Thursday. We're going to be doing probably a bit of a longer stream. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take, but I'm just gonna pardon me, keep pushing through and try and get that done, because the week after I'll be in Shadowbringers. So this is it, y'all. Also, because I had yesterday off, I was still in London, I was travelling home. My, like, sense of time is all whacked because it feels like it should be Monday, so it feels like it's not a stream day. It's weird. it's something I find odd and interesting. I guess if you have like a stream schedule, like, oh, I stream this on this day and that on that day, or anything like that, really, anything along those lines. I imagine it'd be the same if you did a lot of activities. How those all tie in together. So I'm sort of like, well, it's the first day that I'm back at work after I've had some time not at work, so that means it must be a Monday. But it's a Tuesday, which means I stream Final Fantasy. But it doesn't feel like a Tuesday because it's my first week back after I've had some time off work. Oh, it's my first week back after I've had some time off work because I've been off work, not because of weekend. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I need to stop talking because I'm making my sore throat much worse. But I hope it's understandable what I mean there by, like, we lay out our time according to our hobbies. And if you're me, my hobby involves being on a train. Actually, it wasn't a particularly interesting train ride because I caught up on the Polygon show, which on the one hand means that I'm now like catching up. I'm a few episodes behind on Vivimbam, but on the first hand, I'm like, I really just want to be listening to the Polygon show. I think stab shooty. I'm actually, even though I'm not going to be picking up Gunbreaker, I'm going to be picking up Gunbreaker on one of my ults. I'm really excited to see how it works. Because for this ult, I gave her Samurai because she gets all of the like really hard hitting ones. So she's got Samurai, and then I gave her thingamajiggy. I gave her Machinist, basically arbitrarily. And so with Gunbreaker, I like the idea that like she was originally a Gunbreaker, but when she first moved, there was nobody else who knew that class, and well, when she first washed up on these shores, nobody else knew anything about it, and so she picked up I have all of those, so I don't care. She picked up other classes basically because nobody knew, but my headcanon, because you have to have another class at least to 60 in order to pick up Gunbreaker, is basically by the time Stormblood, people know about it, and then she'll swap probably to a Gunbreaker main. Emphasis on the probably. Keep getting distracted because I see mocha latte and I'm like, mochi latte? What? Right, let's see how that Rabanasty is going. Badly, because it's a bone monastery that I need, not a Rabanasty. God, I'm like 50, about 60 away. Let's see. If I do normal raids and trials, that will get me 25. And if I do expert, that will get me 40. You know, I'm just gonna do these for now, and I'll do I'm just gonna not do this for now. Need to alt tab into Discord real quick. There we go, Aimrick's yelling at me. Exactly. So I figure by the time Stormblood comes around, I haven't decided the exact mechanics of it, but there is like some way wherein knowledge of Gunblades becomes more more widespread, and so she's able to acquire a gunblade, and my excuse for it starting at 60 is that it was already something she knew. So she already has this, like, experience with it. It's just getting back to that after spending interminable amounts of time, by which I mean 2 expansions, well, main game and then Heavensward as a paladin main. And then I haven't decided whether I want to swap her to whether I want her to be a paladin main or a gunbreaker main. Honestly, I'll probably choose based on how I feel in the classes and which one I'm more comfortable with. As obviously I've never played Gunbreaker and I haven't played Paladin before, so I recognise this isn't interesting, but it's interesting for me because even though I don't RP, and I don't really have an interest in RPing, I like, almost like knowing the reasons why my characters do the things that they do. So like my headcanon for why May picked up Dark Knight in the first place is they were interested in this new and like different way of using magic. But also because Carol was like, you need to get stronger, you're too squishy, like, you just keep dying, you need to look after yourself more. And so Maeve's dumb brain was like, oh, on how to tank. And Carol's just like, no, that just means you get hurt more. And it's the same for Bard and the same for Monk, is ultimately that interest was, hey, it's a new and different way of using magic that I didn't know before. I want that. And Ashad is getting Dancer because, like, of course whoa, sudden loud. Of course he is. A Dancer is made for him. Depending on how I feel about it, I might swap him from a Dragoon main to a Dancer main. It really depends. He's, in terms of, like, he's not really like a class helpy person. But just purely in terms of the aesthetic of the class, it's so perfect. Oh, good puggy, kitty kitty meow meow. Amelia Ersatz, I like that. It'd be really great if I put the correct sect on. That's the thing, that's something I'm beginning to really like about this game, is how it, in some ways, because of the way that the lore is, it allows you for these adjusting of things. But then it also, in some ways, the lore is very limited compared to, like, the way, certainly what we had in Secret World. Because I'm like Maeve is supposed to be from Sharlayan before they came to Eorzea, but I want to know more about Sharlayan because, like, obviously these things have been happening, and I want to know how it's been, like, affecting them. Which I don't know without knowledge of how shit's been going in Sharlayan. I'd like to thank these tanks for not fucking picking this up off of me. It's really great, just what I like to see. It's me getting pummeled by some ads. I need to grab a throw lozenge in a minute. Might do that after this. Which one is it? No, Soul of the Creator. Yeah, that's the thing. I like that the game is like, well, here's this thing about the class, and a lot of us are just like, okay, but what if, like, not? Have you considered that, like, what if maybe no? But the Gunbreaker thing really matches for Myron specifically, as, like, previously a Gunbreaker washes up on the shores of Eorzea, picks up being a paladin, like, the whole, which ties into, like, the paladin storyline is a large part of, like, their storyline, and then in Heavensward, they, like, words are difficult. A Heaven's Ward Machinist, and they're like, oh hey, that's kind of like the thing I used to know. And then Samurai, and they're like, oh hey, that's kind of like the thing I used to know. And then there's a Gunbreaker, and they're like, this is my old thing. And then they're like, but do I want to stick with my old thing, or do I want to start using this new thing that has become like who I am? And then that's my justification for trying to decide what sort of main they are. Oh, that'd be dopey. I love that. To be honest, there's still some part of me forever sorrowful that Gunbreaker isn't like Leech Healing used to be in Secret World. Like, that's just gonna be my emotion forever, to be honest, is, man, Leech Healing, am I right? I don't think it would work in this game, but you never know. Yeah, I am very sniffy, I apologise. I'm gonna go get a throat loss. Good news, everyone, I remembered where my throat lozenges were on the first try. Right. Come on, trial roulette. Please be good to me. What did I... Do I have the materia that I need? There we go. What am I leveling? My features. Need a critical hit and a direct hit. And conveniently, I have one of both. That's good. Oh, and if I retrieve those. I'm well aware that, like, my fixation on getting Astro to 399 is kind of useless now. But at this point, I'm like, I just want to do it, you know? Like, to say that I've done it, to say that I got 2 of my classes up to 399 is pretty cool. I almost definitely could have got all 3 of my mains, so Summoner Astro and Dark Knight. It's just that I really dropped the ball on grinding, and I just kind of don't feel like it at the moment. With Dark Knight, I'm just going to start using my tank gear as soon as it starts dropping, and my Dark Knight gear is a mess, and I'm not going to bother fixing it. Whoops, am I crashing? Nope. No, Papa! Oh shit, I have to pay attention. Well, we're off to a great start. We've lost a healer and a DPS. Anyway. Oh, poor Bobby! Oh.
Tenzin? Tenzin, 'tis I. Sheathe your sword, I beg of you.
No dirty jokes, please. They weren't funny before and they aren't funny now.
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes.
Don't know if I can solo heal this. Okay, well then, this is definitely spoilers, but like, I feel perhaps like that is not a surprise. Ah, it was annoying. I had a really good one as well there. Okay, can I solo heal this? I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like if you did mind spoilers, there may be a bit of an issue. I'm about to sneeze, possibly. Possibly not. Okay, we're gonna, we're gonna wait for another healer, so got a bit of a break. Oh, I know that feeling. It's really awful. So AHHHH is like last summer I took 2 weeks off, basically because I had time to take off, and I needed it. Sorry. So I spent that time leveling up AHHHH, one of my ults, and I got him up to just before what was out. It was just before Tsukiyomi, and then I needed to grind a bit for Tsukiyomi, and I just hit this wall where I was like, I cannot face grinding tombstones, and I haven't picked him up since then, and it's really annoying because, like, I want to... This isn't happening. I feel awful, but brain is like... Wait, oh, I've just realized that's probably gonna put me exactly... yeah, it was like, I just hit this wall where I couldn't face grinding anymore. And I want to get back, and I want to, we're in a boring fight now, but whatever. It's just the grinding tombstones, man. I can't fucking do it. But sometimes you're just like, you just really hit a wall with story. Yep, I'm back here again, in the chrysalis. I can never escape this hell. Much as I do love this music, though. Exactly. Like, I had the feeling deep in my soul that Suzaku was not going to go ahead. But I wish it had, because I think it's a much more interesting fight, even though it is more difficult. This is just boring, at least partially, because can't fucking use half of my abilities. Time to eat balls, lads. Don't want to eat that ball. Okay, well. Eat. I'll eat this one though. Yeet. Okay. Rude. I was not in the way of that. Piece of shit. Eat my entire arse, Naviales. Eat my entire arse, they muttered softly to themselves. Well, don't do this again. I was about to give somebody a card. Okay, here you go, Samurai. Don't waste it. If you die, I'll kill you. But otherwise that sword card would have just completely dropped off. Got this, like, chill on my back, and I'm assuming it's just, like, the wind. But if you guys see a ghost behind me, can you let me know? Because, whoa! This chill is really annoying. Here's a stupid fun mochi fact. Honest to God, my biggest fear is that I'll be like streaming and I'll look over at like the window where I have the OBS open to like check chat or make sure everything looks okay, and I'll see something behind me, but I won't know it because my desk is like in the corner of my room. I can't, like, most of the room is behind me, and every time I think that, I just really scare myself, and then I'm like, hey, this is stupid. You shouldn't scare yourself. But then I think about it anyway, and then I die. Somebody else is gonna have to eat that one. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I need this one now. White Mage has a really cool, White Mage has a really cool glamour. Tigers! I love tigers! Excellent friends. It's such a dumb, specific thing to be worried about, and yet here I am. Consistently like, okay, but what if it was a ghost though? I think it's just the like the sensation of there's something behind me, or like I can feel something on my back that's probably just like, it's probably just like an innocent breeze from me having my window open. But you never know. And that's what scares me the most. Oh fuck. Fuck balls. Whoops. Shit fucking tits. The plushies are over there, but they can help. Big F. Listen, I got fucking dead as a doorknob. It's a comfortable corpse pile. It's me and Jesse Valentine. Now Briella is standing on us. To be honest, I think I may have done it wrong. I can never remember that if everyone's supposed to stand on it or if it's like just the tanks or what, but I feel like I definitely may have hashtag done it wrong. Oops, I'm unmuted. I only ever do this when it comes up in randomizer, so I like forget. If I hadn't seen the cutscenes already, it would be snug of time. Hello, friend. Okay, can somebody please tell me, I just very softly put my cup down, and it's about, I'd say, a cubit away from, I realise it's not a sensible measurement, but that's the measurement we're using these days, kids. It's about a cubit away from the mic, and if somebody could tell me if that was really loud, please let me know, because if it is, I'll try and get some sort of, like, softening, I just get, like, some fabric or something that I can put on my desk that I can, like, soften sound with. Okay, that I am glad to hear. That is good. Because it means that this is not obnoxious. Right, let's see how this Rabanasty goes, and if it's not going, I'll do an expert. What have I got? Right, Soul of the Creator. Wiping City, or we've got Little Earth Font. None of which are the ones that people need. Just sit here like refreshing this for a bit until any of the ones that I want come up. Okay, well, we've got the correct number of tanks, so hopefully we just have to wait for some DPS. I really do think, though, that because there are so many people, like, trying to get their classes up, The raids that are like gear grinding, I think they're just gonna be dead for like today and tomorrow, because people are gonna be focusing on like, oh, I want to get my last couple of classes. Okay, whoops, I'm gonna pop out of this one, invite Lobster Tree to party. And queue up for Ogbona and hope that in the time that I DQ'd to grab a Lobster Tree, the tanks didn't magically leave. I'm typing my response to you, and then I realised if you're watching stream, you might be able to hear it, Osterby. Yep. Right, let me boot into the right tab and do this. And do this. Hello. Hello. So I need to.
It says we have all our tanks and healers though, so.
Yeah, I guess it's just. I'm just gonna turn my volume down a bit, so I can hear you properly. Oh, sorry. I'm still getting used to my new mic, so it's all a bit of an adventure.
There you go.
Yay.
Yeah, I had you turned all the way up from your last mic.
Yeah, yeah.
And your new one is a little loud.
Yeah. I've like, it's because it's like a professional one, so it's very sensitive, which is good because it means the quality is good, but it also means that I am sorry if like you get loads of background noise because I've turned down the gain as much as possible, but I don't know how to like do that more in Discord and stuff.
I'm not getting any, so.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
And I don't think I was seeing any in the stream, but like the stream sound was up, so.
Yeah, well, I'm also hoping that I've like fixed it enough in OBS, but fixing it outside of OBS, I'm like, oh, what do? Alright, come on, deep sea friends. It's not like this normally. Normally it's like 15 deeps and you're waiting for the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, welcome backy. Lobster Tree and I are queuing for an Orbona. Hopefully. 20. Do you get a... Sorry, somebody just... Oh, somebody just doted right next to me, but I thought they doted on me, and I was looking around like, I can't see anyone. Like, who is it? But it was just because they were standing next to me when they doted. I'm just trying to work out if can get... So I need 30 more tombstones till I can afford my feats. And I'm trying to work out if there's a chance that I can get 30 from Orbona. So do we get, if there's a new person, we get a bonus, don't we? Question mark?
Yeah, but I don't remember what the bonus, how much bonus it is.
Yeah.
Some. Plenty.
An amount.
Yeah, I think it might be like 10, so you get 10 from doing the thing and another 10 from the bonus.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll be enough and I won't have to run an expert. Otherwise it won't be enough and I will run a quick expert. No. Come back, friends.
Where'd all those healers go?
I know, they all just
I must have gotten scooped into the another one that's way too long.
Yeah. I suppose if they were like signed up for Raid Roulette or something. There's a puggy here in Roger's Reach called Mocha Latte. It's really, really cute. But every time I just see Mochi Latte and I'm like, me? That's not me. I confused myself with my own name. Can't believe that somebody gave Boulder a gun.
Don't give Boulder a gun.
As he like...
He just like sit in the windowsill and shoot birds all day. Do not give him a gun.
Hold you up for cheese.
You would.
Like some sort of like strange like Wild West character, except instead of wanting money or anything else, he just wants cheese.
Just cheese. This is canon.
Yes. Give cheese. I mean, that's a big mood. So like,
it really is.
I too am.
Cheese is good.
Cheese is so good.
I love cheese.
I'm disappointed.
Like father, like son.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love them.
I had to throw out a big bag of cheese because it had gone moldy over the weekend, even though I had it in my fridge, which was very disappointing because I had garlic bread because it was all that I had in my flat yesterday because I forgot to do a grocery order, and I was like, oh, I'll put some cheese on it. Oh, the cheese has gone moldy. Well, I'm not gonna risk it.
You won't put cheese on it, Baldy.
Yeah. Not even Baldo would have moldy cheese, I hope.
No, he would sniff at it and then he would make a terrible face and cry.
Me too, buddy. That is literally exactly what I did.
Except for this spot was damp because he was grooming himself.
Aww. Small babby. Oof, sorry, I changed my my push to talk key and it seems to be misbehaving a little bit.
Ooh. Mulder is a small babby. The giant cat, but he's a small babby.
He's a small babby. Did you see the photos that I put up of Hank the Kit Kit?
Yes, I did. He's so orange, like vibrantly orange.
He is. He's really... I was gonna say he's really cute. He is cute, but there's just something very... Like, you know with Bucky, when you look at him and you're like, there is just something inherently funny about you? Hank is sort of the same, and it's sort of his face, like he has a silly face, and it's sort of his behaviour, and he's just a big old doofus.
No.
And he loves to give you a spiky surprise that's not a surprise, because you know it's gonna happen. But he rolls on his back and he's like, pet my tummy, and you're like, you're gonna show me your claws, and he's like, pet my tummy. And you pet the tummy, and I have scratches all over my hand now because of the spiky surprise. But it was worth it because he has the softest tummy. Yes, Yumi, he's baby.
Yeah, sometimes Balder will he'll flop on his back like that, and he wants you to pet his chest, but not his tummy.
Yeah.
And so you scratch his chest, but if you accidentally pat a little too low, that's the tummy, and it's spiky surprise.
Is that a background? Well, is there no tummy? Absolutely no tummy. Don't even mention a tummy.
He didn't have a good morning. There was a bird outside, and he wanted to get up on the windowsill and look at the bird. But he jumped up on the windowsill, and as soon as he got up there, the sprinklers started on the lawn and started. He was not happy about that.
Oh no, poor Bubby.
I think he thought it was the bird that did that.
Oh, I too am surprised by sprinklers occasionally. Gonna see if I can climb up high in Roper's Reach and make the queue go fast. Thank you for all of these excellent Wild West film references, none of which I have seen. I'm just seeing all these excellent cheese references coming in, and I'm like, I don't... These are all ones that I recognize, but I've not seen any of these.
Dude, I think that if I end up liking Gunbreaker, then the Baldur alt will have to go Gunbreaker so he can just be like the tanking cheese cowboy.
Yes. Yes,
Baldur's
excellent.
got a gun.
Yes.
I'm still not sure what class I'll do with him. I'll probably go Paladin and or White Mage just because those are the classes I like the best. Mechanic class.
We need a class that's like primarily like yelling, or like it wouldn't ever happen in this game, but in general in a video game, a yelling class.
A yelling class, yeah.
Because that's the Boulder class.
Like, claw weapons would work too.
Yes.
Fist DPS.
Yes.
And we have Monk and Ninja, but neither of those quite fit that claw stabbing thing.
Yeah, neither of them are a fist. Well, Monk does have some good like claw weapons.
Monk is punching, and Ninja is sneak stab, which should be very kitty cat like, but well, I second Ninja also. But Baldur doesn't sneak, he just stabs.
Yeah, Baldur's too buff for sneak stab. I feel like of the potential stabbies, he is perhaps more of a monk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
punchy than stabby, yeah.
Yeah, we'll focus my key, and then I will stab you.
Stab.
Also, you have like curl form in monk, so you can literally be a kitty kid. Yes. Come here, Puggy Puggies. Come here.
Hello.
We are on stream.
Hey. Oh, okay. Sorry for intruding.
No, it's okay.
okay.
Just be aware that we're on stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for Puggies to queue for Obona.
What do you need?
DPS.
Yeah, healers or DPS, oddly.
If I queue as DPS, will it put me in there?
No, I don't think you want 12 years later. It looks like it also needs healers now, though, but the healers have been coming and going.
Yeah. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the gold saucer.
Well, I queued as DPS and it says 1 out of 15 for DPS and 12-minute wait, so...
Yeah, ours is 12 minutes of a 13-minute wait and says 11 of 15 DPS. And 3
Yeah. Hopefully, it will like put you into our queue. Rahela, we're in a voice chat in Discord. Becoming more and more like Santa-like with my red nose, the more sniffly I get. This cold better clear up before Friday, or I'm going to be very annoyed.
I keep seeing things on the market board that I want to shove in the house, but I'm like, no, I can't.
Oh, I liked your present, by the way. It was very, very cute.
Was it a dead mouse?
I love. It was not a mouse, but it was a cute.
It's a carbuncle and it's sparkly, so...
Yeah, love that carbuncle. It's like a serious study, but also carbuncle themed.
Yep.
As it should be. Come on, healers.
Oh, don't let me forget, when we convene to Python, once we have all 4 of us, airship, we have all the stuff to make all
yes.
4 of us, so.
Now I'm at 3 out of 3 tanks, 4 out of 6 healers, and 15 out of 15 DPS.
Sounds like ours!
Nice. Oh, Now it's 10 out of 15 DPS.
So's ours.
Come
At
back.
least it seems I'm in the same thing as you.
Come back, Deepsies. There's...
Alter says come back.
Oh, I kind of want to just ditch and scoop you up for real, but it'll pop any minute now. So
yeah.
Hey, this way I can give you comms.
ooh, what if you get in the like other group?
Oh.
Like we're being your A.
Oh.
That would be weird. Because I would like be trying to heal you.
I know. Come
Also,
on.
Grace, your mic is coming through like really clearly and perfectly now. So.
Yes. HD
Whatever
surround
was
sound
fucking
Grace.
fixed.
And I switched back to my old one, so
Oh.
it's what it is that it's like this professional recording mic,
Mhm.
but it needs the power booster, and that's why I was coming
Oh,
across
it wasn't
unmuffled.
that power.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's, the power booster thing is gonna come in like a week or two.
Okay.
Okay. Just awkwardly walk past two people having like a intimate hugging moment in the gold saucer where I'm just like running around waiting for this queue to pop.
I'm actually really some stuff now. Right, brother? No. It's not very nice.
I'm gonna sneeze in a minute. Come on, Deepsies. Wow. Great. Excellent draws. Hey, that
We've
would be
got almost
awesome.
all the healers now.
Same.
I feel like this is the longest queue that I've had in ages. I haven't really been queuing as Deeps, but in general.
Might be because I'm heals not tank, but like I haven't been queuing for this for a while, yeah.
Yeah. I do, I
wanna
think
be like a normal queue is an hour, but
yeah.
that's the same time.
I think
I've usually just done the Alliance roulette, and it's popped out one of the Echo Born or something.
yeah. I did Alliance Roulette earlier, and it was pretty quick. But I think it's a lot of people are like trying to level classes rather than grind gear. So like stuff like this just isn't popping as much. But... This is a person NPC who says no pets allowed, my arse. But I didn't, that's not how I passed it in my head. I passed it as in no pets allowed, my arse, as in the way you would say my dear.
Addressing your arse?
Yeah, yeah. And I was just like, what? Before I realised I am a big dumb bum. Ah, that is an excellent Glam Master friend.
Move the
Blog.
staff finishes it off.
Yes, absolutely.
I now have 4 glamour plates taken up with healer goth glamours. I think all of
Excellent.
them are Bright Mage exclusive. At least most of them are.
As it should
I think
be.
all.
I have my my Shadowbringers more gothy glamours, which I'll put on for a bit, but I'm probably gonna swap back to my normal
Yeah,
one
I
for
keep feeling
screenshots.
I keep feeling like I should go not goth for Shadowbringers just because I've been goth since all along.
Yeah.
Whenever I try to make a non-goth thing for Carol, it's always just gone back to black.
I know!
He's a big goth friend.
My tank glamours. Well, this one's a little goth, but my usual tank glamour. There we go.
Tin
He's
can.
not Goth.
Tin can cat.
Okay, one of these 4 healer glamours is all healers, and the other 3 are white mage only.
Oops.
Meow.
The best glamour. So I go not goth plenty. It's just when I'm not healing.
It is a
It
very
is
good
goth.
glamour. This is my goth one primarily because I really wanted to wear this dress.
Gosh, I love that coat, but I've never actually made it work.
Yeah, this is the only way that I've. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This is the only way that I've been able to make it work is like with this and.
Now on Catboys, anything with a skirt is a little more sticky outy. You've got a sleeker silhouette. I've got
Yeah.
puffiness to work there, which is great for this.
Because this looks really cool.
It really does. Oh, I've been wearing a specs to work. There we go.
Yay! Double bubbles!
I like this one. You pop it.
Yes, I love those sparkles. Sparkles! Glitter!
There's so much glitter in this class. It's great.
Yes. Glitter and rainbows. It's truly excellent.
Well, now we're just waiting on DPS.
1 DPS.
Come on,
DPS,
deep
I can't.
seas.
Oh,
Aw.
2 of the healers left. No.
Well, at least we're still in the same group.
Yeah. Man, if those DPS had stayed, it would have been fine.
Yeah, sorry that I'm like making you guys spend lots of time queuing for this, but it is hopefully
It's fine.
hopefully with this
I'm
just thinking
I
like
kind of want to dye this glamour. Where is it? I kind of want to dye this one black. It looks so good in red. And red is my Ostrich feather.
this is my goth Dark Knight.
Darth.
Exactly. And then
Yeah, that's like properly Dark Knight. I'm just this.
I mean it is you're like the opposite of a Dark Knight, whereas
Meow. Meow meow.
finally. Let me swap back.
Yay! Grace,
Yeah,
I'm so
I
glad
feel
you got
like-
into the same one.
My sound effects may have broken. Give me a hot second.
This'll be fun.
I hope you're in the same group as us. Also, this means, Grace, that we queued with 2 healers. Us 2 healers queued longer for the same thing than you, a DPS, did. So, come on, Master. Yay!
Yay! Okay, I'm very sorry. I don't know what's going
I
on
see you
with
in
my
my
SFX.
party. I see you saying hi.
There's a great. Oh, there. look at this lineup. 3 red mages and 2 samurai.
I was just in a party before beating up Midgard, and the whole party was just red mages, all DPS.
I've been in some that are like, across all the parties, we've got like 2/3 red mages. It's a popular class.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've been having some issues with my SFX for a while.
After leveling Black Mage up, I actually like Red Mage more, but that's mostly because it doesn't have timers on it.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
I kind of. It's been like ages since I played Black Mage, but I found it really like slow and I don't know. It's just not my thing. I think.
Marty, I think one of the puggies might be trying to hit on you.
Oh?
In party chat.
Oh.
Don't
Well,
pull.
Puppy dog eyes is like battle scissors.
F, big F, many Fs.
Haha. I'm the healer. I can't do anything about the fact that that was a tanking red mage.
Too many Fs. Yeah, Rahela, I mean, I think the thing is because I like leveled Summoner up first, I got used to casting in this game being at like Summoner's level, which is fairly fast and fairly mobile, and just adjusting to Black Mage from that was a bit difficult for me, but as like aesthetically, I really like
I didn't
it.
get aggro because that other white mage did.
Many Fs.
Haha, I have no responsibilities.
No. Help me with the roses.
I have one responsibility.
That actually went alright. Nah, Grace!
I'm sorry.
No fear, one fear.
I have one responsibility. Whack this puggy in the face.
Okay, prayer circle. With this, I will get.
C has 2 more red mages, and A has 2 more samurai and a bonus red mage.
Guess which classes are popular. Actually, I think we had like most of. I think all of. Oh,
Sorry, this mic.
it's okay. Just a
said
surprise
it.
noise. I think all of our DPS, apart from Grace, were viewing cutscenes. So I feel like we may have a bunch of people who have, like, just like almost at the end of Stormblood. That's the thing.
In the
Is
entire raid, the entire 24 man, we have 5 DPS who are not samurai already.
I think when did I stop?
Those
leveling?
were the 5
So-
that we were waiting for.
It's
Yep.
true. So I got Black Mage up to 51.
Yay, a tank is willing to tank. And it's our tank too.
Yay!
Nice.
I just
Love
love
this
tanks in
tank.
general. No caveat, I love tanks who tank because if you refuse to tank, they're not a tank.
Scroll, and I am getting some sexy lag, baby. So that's fun and spicy.
Why do people only chat when it's going wrong? Because if it's going right, people are doing their jobs.
Fucking bone stacks. So up until very recently, for some reason in my head, he didn't say "watch this." He said, "What's this?"
Yeah, like either the pounders were gonna tank, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna get
Hi, Oster.
Ooh, whoops! F, big Fs, many Fs. Fuck.
I'm not allowed to get tanky cranky when I'm not even tanking.
Hey, the way I see it, somebody picked it up and they did the right things. They did a range check and a timer, so...
tanks, one of them is willing to tank. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm also glad that it's my tank because I put that as a keeper.
I am getting some real spicy lag, so I am sorry if I die. It may be because of lag. It will probably be because of me, but it could be lag. You never know.
I'll blame the lag for that.
Well, somebody's corpse just went flying past in front of me.
F. I think it may have been A's other healer.
Oh yeah, I see. Somebody got them up.
Move out of that.
A dead body, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it makes me jump every single time. Even though I know it's coming, I still jump. Attempts to mouse click every button at once.
I like Red Mage so much, it's so much fun.
Yes.
I play
The only DPS class that I have truly loved in any video game ever.
I've leveled it up a little bit on my ult, but not enough to get really used to it, but it seems really fun.
It's my favorite.
Oh dear.
Is that an oster meow? I'm rubbing off on you guys.
I knew it was gonna happen and I couldn't work out how to like vocalize it, so distressed squeak. Just distressed meow.
My favorite thing is doing the little distressed meow when I'm on a living on. Meow meow. I wonder.
Oster was raised by Fear, and Alivion was raised by Mikote.
Yes.
That would be so good.
Distressed honk.
I got him.
Honk.
No, get back here!
Where is...
It's to the west.
Meow meow.
There we go, got there eventually.
Girl meant to be pre-expansion noobs. Why is everyone pro tonight?
It's because he got me an Arcadium. And at least one tank willing to... Hey baby boy.
And Alder.
Walter is here to help.
Wanna get in my lap? Wait, other left. Other left. I'm not. Oh, baby cat. Now I'll get this. Oh my. Where's my Great.
I'm okay.
I love you more than the buggy. I apparently love you more than the tank, though. That's not right.
Don't have any mana!
I know, Balder. I know.
I tried to send you some, but well, I was also low.
No, it's okay. I'm not doing my best today, I'm afraid.
It takes so long for those column things to go off. I always just stand there and like, okay, time to go back in. It hasn't gone off yet, and I run right smack into it.
I don't know where safe, and I'm about to sneeze.
Come here.
Pardon me. Hi, Ollie. I hope you're doing well. We are suffering in Bone Monastery, because I need one lost coin.
Maybe I should stand with the group so I can get those good AoE heals.
Nah, sounds fake. Stand in Narnia.
I'll go have tea with Mr. Tums.
I'm off to Narnia too.
Oh, I swashbuckled. Wrong way.
Kitty cat.
Oh,
I did not pop fast enough.
Sorry.
it's okay.
I saw that coming and went to top them off, and the cast just didn't go off in time. Oh, okay, he's facing this.
Sexy leg right there.
Just do it all over again. How does that?
Sorry, I'm completely distracted. Yeah, Crystal Tower is a very good raid. And will probably be relevant to Shadowbringers. So, well worth it. Let's not stand in that. Really having some issues with everything.
When you're tanky, you're facing the other way, so you go the direction that he calls for right and left. And then you heal and you forget. You go the wrong way.
Big F. Many Fs.
Dude, we did fine. Look, DPS is low, but we did fine.
Yeah, this is shitty people being shitty in raid chat tonight.
They're like preemptively being shitty.
I know, like,
Yeah.
there wasn't even a
Like
hint of a
nothing
light.
has
There was
actually
no.
gone wrong.
It wasn't like.
And they're being shitty about the fact that nothing has gone wrong.
I mean, maybe I was definitely like, I wasn't paying attention to the other alliances. So I was definitely like, what's the word I'm looking for? Focusing like just on our alliance, but I didn't notice any drastic issues.
I didn't notice anything either.
Neither did I.
If you didn't notice and I didn't notice, then who's driving the
And
train?
it didn't actually happen. Yeah, nothing's actually wrong here. It's like going well. DPS is kind of low because we have a bunch of newbies. It's fine. It's not actually a problem. Right, Boulder?
One of our puggies is called Dat Pug. Just as an aside.
I remember I was in a alliance raid with somebody who had their name wasn't exactly it. I think that either the name was taken or too long, but made it sound like Chocobo Supreme.
Excellent.
And when I looked at them, they were indeed using the Chocobo bodysuit and head.
As it should be.
I love that tweet. Or is it a tweet that thing about it?
This woman is trying to. This woman at Taco Bell is trying to order the Chocobo Supreme and is not working with the cashier to make this any easier.
So good. Oh, I hit the wrong button, I'm an idiot.
Supreme is. I don't want to have to tell you what Chocobo Supreme is. You're supposed to just give me one.
Oh, fucking fool of a much. Undrew rather than undrew spreaded.
hate when I do that.
I need to put them not right next to each other, but I like how it's like convenient but also annoying.
The hearts of men are black with corruption and must needs be
It's
cleansed.
playpen time. Oh, thank goodness.
Get a load of that.
Whenever I'm painting and it's playpen time, it throws me in the playpen. I get to spend the entire time in the playpen wondering who else has picked up the boss for me. Not good. That's soon as I get out and half the group is dead and some samurai is tanking it. And I'm like, nope, they
Seven
didn't.
fates foretold that at the end of the broken path lies death, and death alone!
That's all I can think of in this section because, like, you run around trying to break people out.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder!
Whoops, I might have swashbuckled a bad
I
place.
saw that. It's okay. It's like, I think.
I have a dumb question. Does the name Kai Lightfoot mean anything to either of you?
Name what? Sorry.
The name Kai Lightfoot?
It
Piss.
sounds vaguely familiar, but it might just be
Yeah.
like.
Shit, I'm sorry, Osterby.
Oh, Mochi. I'll get the other red mage.
Thank you.
The dreams of men are
Yeah.
fleeting.
Because
It's
I keep...
familiar to me,
They are
but
to flourish.
yeah, I think that's because I'm thinking of Gordon Lightfoot, the
Oh,
Canadian
yeah.
singer.
Okay, yeah, just because I keep seeing this puggy's name, and it keeps making me think of that name, and I can't remember where it's from. Oh, fuck me. Bullshit and fuck. Big major F.
I guess it's just one of those names that's just like generic enough that you've heard it already, even if you haven't.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm getting it from. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for this gift of my life. Hi, Pixie
I keep thinking that I should make a macro for it, but it's being taken away soon, so
Yeah.
Which one?
the mana transfer.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted there by things happening. Hi, Pixie! Thank you very much for the resub. It is very much
Sometimes
appreciated.
I'm doing to figure out how mana's gonna to get the feel for
Fucking
it all over
I hope you are doing well. I'm really
again. And also that
being bad today. I don't know why.
it's my fault. It's because
I'm resting on my laurels because I have such a good co-healer.
Yeah, no, your co-healer's a sleepy beast, so all my dumbassery is rubbing off on you.
Exactly.
In addition to me being I'm just like staring at my
I think I'm just like sick and distracted. So like,
Oh,
oh no, Ame. F, big F. Started
It's
saying
summer
big
here,
F now and I
which
can't
means
stop.
that my schedule has been bad things.
Yeah.
Means that my thinking
Oh.
bits are doing things like that. I'm gonna shoot back, save me.
Yeah. Luckily, like, because of work, I can't. Whoops. Because of work, I can't really burn up my sleep schedule too much. But nonetheless, it gets warm and it's just like everything goes weird.
I can't think and I can't sleep when it gets too
Yeah.
And also, I lose part of my appetite, and I'm too, because I can't think, I'm too dumb to remind myself to eat anyway, and then that makes me even more dumb.
Yeah.
I don't well eat at all.
I believe that is what the kids call a big mood.
Gosh, this poor Adeline Puggy is like dying to everything. Oh, what happened? We lost.
Oops.
I'll get the...
The
Brax.
cleansing light shall be your guide.
I can grab them.
Thank you.
Oh. And that was me not paying attention while trying to mana shift.
No. I'll get you after this.
Sorry, I don't have enough for a res at the moment.
I've got a... Oh, someone else died. Sweet.
Yay.
They who dwell aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
My group is confident.
There we go.
Yay!
Sorry, Trat. I'm being entirely distracted by having to concentrate on the raid. I'm getting more confident at healing this, but I'm still not what the kids would call very confident. So...
On guard!
Oh,
Oh no! I wonder if anyone's tanking.
we can but hope.
We can also die.
Also this.
Very good at it. Look good doing it. No ghosty thing. I hate ghosts.
Easy.
Let's see if
Sorry,
it-
stream. I'm having the big sniffles.
Yay, a tank has anger.
yay!
The cleansing light shall be your guide.
It's not the button to hit, but it's good enough.
God, I'm not a fan of healing this, I have to say.
I am. But it's quite something. How is she not dead?
Your thoughts, champion.
Oh, there we go.
Leave you now to
Ah, that was rude.
the
swear I had my thing out, but oh well.
She deliberately did that to fuck with us. Hence been, because I've been sitting in such a way that doesn't twist my arm too much, I've been putting pressure on the side of my hand, and now the side of my hand is going, hey, this is bad. Basically, me owning a body is just various bits of my body going, hey, it's bad. Which sucks an entire ass. Eat my dick, body.
Let me get protect back up on our dead
Ooh.
guys.
Yes, thank you.
Our dead guys and Grace.
beep. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, fuck. I buzzed that one up real bad. Not my finest moment.
I didn't even see what you did, so I think it's fine.
I accidentally grabbed aggro.
Oh.
Healer aggro.
It's magic.
The worst kind.
Cursed.
Yeah. Through Osterby's dark magic, they all tried to eat me. That's when we got Marla involved. Speaking of which, I think Marla would really like the game. It's not like out yet because I was playtesting it for a friend that I played on Saturday, where you're on a rescue a life raft at sea, and you have like
You're cutting
three.
out.
Oh, sorry. I'll talk after the fight. So for you guys, I can say, I'll save when we're waiting for the next bit of the fight. Here he is. Him with his wacky tail. Oh, my arm is itchy.
It's eating a red rage. Oh, it's dead. Red rage.
So, if you hadn't heard yet, I got a new tattoo on Sunday, and they put a bandage on it, but that was the first time that I'd used this particular bandage. And I think I can safely say that I do not react well to it, because, boy howdy, have I... Is it really itchy and uncomfortable right about now?
You know, one reason there might be all the red mages and samurais because you can, as soon as you hit 50, you can pick them up. So it might be people trying to speed through the storyline on alt.
Yeah, yeah.
They get their main quest, main thing up to 50, and then they swap between red mage samurai and their main thing to
Maximize their next.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, it's me attempting to do things while being on push to talk doesn't always work.
It's
So
okay.
on Saturday I play tested a game that a friend of mine is working on at the moment, where you are on a life raft with X amount of other people. We did it with 6 people, and you each have 3 food rations and 3 water rations, and each day you automatically use one of those. But it is at the very least 4 days, so you have like 4 cards which indicate the days, so that you are going to have to eat somebody in order to maintain your rations. And I feel like I missed a lot of the details of it because I just wasn't totally with it, but it was a really good game. And also it does involve cannibalism, so it's a Marla game.
Yay! Cannibalism. It's probably just a scrub and doesn't know what he's doing. It's okay, he'll die. What is he doing though? He's just kind of flailing around.
Whoops, I fucked up and I hit the wrong button. that down.
It's your responsibility now. There we go. Come on.
Oh, what was it? I was playing a board game with my friends, and it was like this whatchamacallit, zombie survival type thing, where you have to have like morale and food stuff and everything, and you can randomly pull cards to trigger events and then make decisions. And one of the events is that you have somebody come along, but he brings on another person.
How you piece of shit?
And he says like, yeah, this other person is not much useful, but I've always looked after him, so like, please let him in. If you let him in, then he eats a bunch of your food and you take a morale hit. But there's another option, which doesn't quite say what happens, but it's the new character, and he's holding a greasy burger, and he's like thinking to himself, well, this guy's always been with me, and now
Oh no!
Oh no!
and you get extra food for
No,
that.
we always do.
Yeah, and strangely enough, no morale hit,
Hmm.
which I find somewhat disturbing because all the other cannibalism cards do a morale hit. But my friends didn't get it at first.
Oh no!
You do realize this is implying cannibalism, right?
Please stand in our
Get in the
bucket.
bucket! Get in the bucket, Bugworth! Get in the bucket! Oh well.
I forget what we chose, but I remember at first they were going to go for the cannibalism option because they were like, yeah.
Oh fuck! Who's it on?
No, I'm gonna get whacked by this. Someone in a funny direction. Ow! 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 I'm dead.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Usually the people go in the opposite direction. Oh no, it rezzed me down here. Okay, it's helpful.
Oh no.
Oh.
Gotta wait for the load screen. Nice timing on the death.
Yes, mana.
I made the excuses, but that is fine.
I hate cards. This is so annoying.
No, we didn't. Gosh, I haven't healed this one in like forever.
Why is there
Can't remember
a
how
red
to do
mage
this.
just over there?
Sorry, I
Oh,
pulled
she
that.
went to go res somebody else. Don't stand by me, Mochi.
I'm sorry.
We're good.
Sorry, I'm on push to talk, so sometimes I say things and then don't actually say them.
Oh,
You guys on stream get to hear my awkward squeaking.
Huh, nice. Do these babies need help being less?
Guess who's got the— oh boy, oh boy, oh boysy.
jeez.
Yeah. Oh, they're wiping, they're wiping. I just swift res some of them, but oh, it's alright.
Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance.
Yes, come up in an alliance, I guess. Yeah, ours is a little flail. We've got a couple of death prone kids. We're not incompetent.
Yeah.
Stop. You know who the real scrubs are? The people making fun of the real life scrubs.
A dead body, ladies and gentlemen.
Yumi, I'm gonna turn that down now. Ah, Rahela. Apologies. I just blamed Yumi because usually it's Yumi who does that one and makes me jump. I'm gonna turn that down now so that I remember and it stops making me jump in the future. Okay, hopefully that's better now. Less likely to make me jump. It's okay. I'm so used to, like, the person who does that being Yumi that I'm just automatically like, ah, blame Yumi. Yumi is
That Ajax's surname is Abraxas, and it totally isn't. Hold! Is everyone even in the room yet?
Looks like it, yeah.
Must needs be cleansed.
Listen, Yumi is, oh, fuck me, balls, shit, fuck, balls, fuck, balls, fuck, G, fuck.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts
Yumi is to me
enemies and tears their
as Antu is to you, Ame. Let's put it that way. Dabbing, get out.
At the end of the broken path lies death, and death alone.
Ooh, A just got hit hard.
Oh, that like nearly wiped them. Oh no.
And drown in its
Yeah, A's gotta be a bunch of babies.
The gods will not be watching.
I can't reach any of them, not without going into the bad zone.
Yeah.
Dream hangs heavy on a head
Our tank
once
kind
held
of
high.
needs us. They do have red mage house. She can just run.
I'm about to sneeze.
There's the bleed.
Oh no, the baller.
Oh,
Oh, that was close to not actually good.
Fuck me, I am really moving out,
oh,
I'm
there
sorry.
go both their healers. I'm gonna head over there and
Yeah.
As cold as steel.
I need to keep our mochi
Ah,
alive.
fucking sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I was trying to be good at Alliance and wound up being bad at myself.
Is to die by the sword.
Thank you,
I'm
Resident
gonna
Evil.
just.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, there's not enough.
None of their buckets are gonna fit.
Yeah.
Home is the blade that severs the villain's head.
I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I did not sneeze. It's a fun, important fact. I get the feeling that this particular raid is gonna part soon.
Numbers are very big.
Oh, it looks like they lost
Oh,
a
okay,
healer
they
in
have
A.
one healer. Okay.
Sorry, I keep snuffling. I'm trying to mute myself when I blow my nose, but
Why have you run this 5 times today, Mr. Thorum? God.
sorry, you
All
guys.
at Leroy at your peril, as I say, and then they ignore me. Because half of them are babies and don't even know what Leroy means.
Sorry, chat. You get the
Oh, I
all
was in
these
high
pains.
school when that came out.
I was like, yeah, a baby in college, but college.
I
Yeah,
was
Yeah, I mean, you were too.
a small child
You were.
because I am a small.
I remember there was also that Cloud Song freak out. That wasn't World of Warcraft, but back then that was the only MMO people really knew.
Try the dragon! Jesus fucking Christ!
Thankfully, I've never actually seen any loot drama, so.
We're not stop that.
Yumi! I'm turning that down immediately. Yumi always knows when I'm alt tabbing to check something. See, this is the thing is I did test mine, but it sounded really quiet to me, which is why I turned the volume up, which is the issue. I need to do like a test stream where somebody just goes through all of my SFX.
I think the other group is trying to vote kick the dead healer.
Yeah.
Because it shows the thing as empty, but...
Yeah.
Or maybe we're waiting, they did kick him, and they're just waiting on a new one.
Yeah. I do not get that reference. I'm talking talking to a Puggy in Alliance chat, which my face is currently covering up, about how they have a good dog.
Yay, other healer has arrived.
Yay!
The hearts of men are black with corruption and must
Here,
needs be cleansed.
I'm paying attention. There we go.
Oh, you healed that up really fast.
Call out to the skies
Hit my other heal, but it was already up.
as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blind
It's the only bit that I can do right in this fight, apparently.
asunder.
It's the bit that really matters. It's the only bit you really have to do. Right?
Yeah.
Final. Its bite as cold as steel.
Yeah, when it hit my third cast and we wrote.
Open your eyes to the darkness and drown in its loveless
You.
embrace. The
Not on.
gods
Oh, it's not on me.
Oh, it's on the Puggy. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna be okay.
misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall.
I just don't have to keep that. We only have 2 balls.
7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lies death, and death alone.
I just saw it, didn't I? It's like, Guinness is like a dragoon.
He is.
To die by the sword.
He's a good boy, but he's kind of dumb. And he doesn't really pay attention before he walks into things. Or eats them.
Which is the IRL equivalent of stand-in.
Is the blade
Yes.
that severs the villain's head.
Oh, I finally found a mod that fixes the female dragoon armor.
Nice.
So finally, I can have my lady dragoons without their whole stomach out.
Gosh, it's ridiculous. It's especially stupid on characters with pale skin because it's just like giant with a glaring target that says, "Please stab me in the guts."
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't just leave it exposed. It like
Here it is.
Yeah.
Here's the stab zone. Make sure to stab it good.
It's still a
Especially-
thing. Stab it back.
Stab
It's
it.
especially
Stab it
bad with
good.
the dragoons because like you're launching yourself at these dragons.
with a giant exposed, clearly marked stabbing target.
I'm sorry, I can never remember where to take these.
Behind the tank.
Okay. Fuck, bullshit, fuck.
There is, but ideally behind it.
Sorry,
So
I
far,
boned
nobody
it.
else is dead.
Woo!
I scrubbed.
I got you, Oster.
Distress
Necromancy any
screech.
day, Grace.
I still need to redo all of my macros.
Mine don't seem to be working, but I'm like. Right.
Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance. And now the scale.
So I was Kai looking at my non-existent bazaar. I don't know what that emote looks like, so I'm slightly suspicious.
A piteous display.
You know, also in my head, I always still think he's dabbing, get out.
Same.
It's the only way to learn that.
Were you expecting a modicum of rust?
Stabs, which makes her DPS.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Now I'm thinking of that meme of the parent dabbing embarrassing their child
Yes.
with like the Sid and Arvid.
All of yes. I am going to die.
They who dwell aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul.
Oh boy.
Ruination is come.
Fun part. I don't actually trust my you best out of mana buttons.
Oh, fuck me. Bad news.
The strongest of shields cannot defend the weakest of wills. A moment's
Target.
hesitation beckons a lifetime of pain.
Did you know them? Don't think that got past.
Okay, I got it now.
My super passive. You wanna get
I got them.
Sorry. There you go, Rahela. Just for you.
Find my defenses quite impenetrable.
I took both of my hands off the keyboard just for you.
He's sweet. I forgot about him.
Okay, no, that time I just hit my mic, even though it doesn't work anymore, so we'll not do that in the future, but there we go.
Oh, you know what?
The screams of ruin rise above the storm's discord.
I look over and I check Twitch chat and I just see Dab, so...
Coming right now. So fast. I should have a little.
When we get out of... Here you go. There you go, just for you.
Her coach.
I have
She is a dumbass.
a, fuck me, I don't have any fucking mana! a beautiful picture that I will dig up of myself and 2 of my friends in cosplay all dabbing, but it was still like, I guess, not really trendy, but you know, like, it wasn't ironic. Ah, fuck me. I'm sorry, I'm being a noob.
Sure. It's look alive.
Just about.
Were you expecting a modicum?
Pardon me.
No, I was doing that to the
Help.
tank.
You'll find my defenses quite impenetrable.
Oh, fuck. Fuck me.
I got the tank.
Okay.
Escape is not so easily granted.
As soon as she gets back up, I'm gonna instant kill.
Thank you.
Impetuous fools.
Oh, tank, go! Don't drop your tank stance, Carly.
Please do not drop tank stands.
I mean, you've got some amazing heat.
Okay, but you have you, Osterby, an amazing healer, and then also me, sick and tired.
You are an amazing healer. You're just sick, and I am tired. So.
It's Goku, he would have died anyway.
I'm not sure I actually get them. I can get it! Somebody take this!
Thank you! Thank you!
Welcome.
Need mana. Just give mana. Just. Okay. It's almost like none of us slightly messed up at all.
Yay!
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I think, after
I
this,
only did a few stupid things. Didn't like them.
I was just thinking after this, I'm gonna like mute myself in Discord real quick, because I'm gonna do my Shadowbringers haircut on stream, because I'm a big dum dum, and then I will reappear. So
Sure.
I may,
Day.
yeah. After this fight, I may like disappear for a few minutes. I've like cut my hair, not cut my hair. I've cut Maeve's hair in a different way for every expansion, and it's like the last thing that I do before I start going into the expansion. So I've had this haircut for like nearly 2 years, and it's become pretty ubiquitous with Maeve as a character, I think. But I'm going back to basics, at least in terms of color. I haven't 100% decided on the style, but I've like 90% decided on the style. We're going kind of back to basics.
I think Grace, you were there at the time when I said healers in cutscenes don't pull or whatever, and one of the healers started kvetching about it because he wasn't in a cutscene.
Cursed.
Oh yeah.
Other ones. He said the actual words. Healers means more than two. Like, excuse me. English does not have a dual number.
You raised your eyes to the heavens.
Speaking of fun language things, one of the guys that I was hanging out with on on Saturday rather, is also a classicist. So we were there like, not drunk, but having been drinking, making like bad language jokes and references at each other. Like, I can't remember what we were talking about, but it was something to do with cases, like odd cases.
Your very soul shall not escape my
Thanks, sorry, I'm scrubbing. I need to concentrate.
Girl, McGee. Yeah, this is fine.
I stood straight up in that.
Hell
Didn't
yeah.
even try to dodge.
denizens of the abyss. From ink of blackest night, I sup.
Ink of black as night, I suck. Every single time, man. Every single time. There's something up with English dubbing in this, and it really is just like... It just goes, I suck. And, I do not hear, although it's quite possibly just me, what's this? I always hear, what?
Great.
I'll get Mamuchi.
I'm a big dumb.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Or is this fight just stupid?
Both. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me!
Oh, did my thing not go off?
No, it did. I just noobed.
My
I need to, like, stop speaking.
oh, Chuku Warrior, where the heck is he? Is that alright? Oh, no, the tank.
What the fuck?
Ooh, oh, that got the tank. And
Oh boy.
it's on cooldown.
Give me a sec to, I'll get the tank. And I'll get the other guy who flirted with Mochi. That's all I remember about that person.
He's a cat.
Sorry, I'm having to concentrate, so... Don't drop that on my head.
Come on, dude. The
I
reason the
will
tank
throw
didn't have
you.
aggro was because she got a tower on her head and died. So you're just gonna have to put up with that. It was. I know this is rare, but it was actually not a case of tank positively refusing.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
Also, that person's in our alliance. They could definitely see that.
No,
Oh, I
why
didn't see him
actually is
convention
thing-
in the thing.
Why say I think that may be helpful? You could just connect in front of the
Oster, come back!
I was trying to chase some huggies from Redway. Oh well, at least I'm alive.
Oster! You say that right as I watch you run into the water.
I'm just gonna heal myself in the water. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Slow casting, folks.
Easy, just pay attention.
Oh, come
Really?
on, bro. Oh, come on. It never changes. Yeah, that's probably helpful for the half of us who've done this weird.
Conflagration of divine benevolence. Your sins, your souls are undone.
Yeah, the mom that was running into the death.
I'm just not responding. I've got more important things to do.
No, I just respond to you, Rex. You can't hear me.
Sorry, Twitch, I'm being quiet because I really do have to concentrate here. I know this is like not new content or whatever, but like important to remember that I am bad.
Okay.
It's almost like nothing went wrong at all.
Almost. I mean, look at this. We're out. We have full health. Everyone's alive.
Not a single dead.
Can claim to have endured the might of my will.
Now the part where you get one shot. Now the part where some random off tank who hasn't wanted to main tank the entire thing suddenly decides that he's main tank, rips aggro off of you, and immediately dies to redeath.
Not that Osterbeat's bitter or
I
anything.
just waited for the first redemption and then forced on it back.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
I remember once I got a puggy who did that, force taunted it off, and then complained that the healers didn't keep me alive.
Like, well, you were maintaining for the entire rest of the dungeon.
Yeah, I actually said, like, the person said, like, why wasn't I healed? And I responded with, I was healing the main tank, and they're like, I'm the main tank, and I just went...
Since when? God, why is that a thing? It always happened.
No idea.
It didn't happen this yes. Yay, and Arcus actually was...
Sorry, I don't have any mana. Lucid's up in a minute.
Oh, Lucid's awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, people call it. No.
This is why I don't like healing this one, because I'm really bad at mana management, especially at the moment. Fuck! Do you wanna heal? No, there's no point healer, I'll be being... Ah, sorry, I'm dropping some frames on stream, I'm sorry guys.
I swear I used to never run out of mana on Red Mage, but...
If you're resing a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't run out of mana as Red Mage unless I'm chain resing. And then I have mana.
Kneel before me.
I think I find this fight harder than Sid.
Oh,
I don't know why. Fuck, fuck, balls,
Because
fuck.
it's masculine. And Sid is just more like relies on you knowing the fight. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's hard. Yes. Maybe not for DPS.
Yeah. I don't know, it just feels... it's...
There's more to it. There's more happening at once.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is, with Sid, it's like almost like a dance that you memorize.
Once you know all the moves, it's
Yeah.
just like, he's doing the thing, now I go here, and it's, yeah, very scripted. But here there's two things happening at once all at once.
Yeah, it's just...
Your very soul shall
I just find it more difficult to get my head around.
Like, no, the marshmallows are happening.
kneel before me.
Got a lot better at the marshmallows.
I'm worse. I just
Main
follow
tank
everyone
coming.
else.
That's how bad this is.
Ah, fuck me! Why?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why does this keep happening? I'm angry at myself for what it's worth. Like, I'm annoyed that I keep dying to dumb shit that I know how to do.
Grace, I care about you.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
knives strapped to their feet.
That sounds about reasonable. I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
I was trying to move out of it, and somebody
Denizens of the abyss.
set off one of the landmines, so I got captured for aliens.
I'm just gonna LB3 in a minute when I'm healed. Because I don't have my mana to res.
I think we're okay, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck.
You missed it.
Sorry,
It's alright.
the aggro list was
yeah.
yeah. The aggro list was over my LB, so I completely missed it there, sorry.
Oh.
Nah, it wasn't on you. We missed it. Like, it was rough anyway. One missed alien would have taken out a whole bunch of people, but multiple aliens were corpse. Good for your corpse.
Yeah, this guy's definitely not getting my comm.
He's parsing. He's parsing. There's no way you know that someone's doing 3k DPS without parsing.
I'm not engaging. Dude can kvetch into the ether. Let's talk about doggies.
They're breaking them. Shopping back.
Denizens of the abyss.
Nice.
From ink of
I'm gonna
blackest
decide
night.
to do
I summon. Kneel before me.
Debating if you've been jerky enough to report him or
I
not.
sort of, yeah.
Since he outed himself as a parser, if I report him for harassment, I'm definitely getting banned. And I'm debating if that's
Shall not escape.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting banned
'Cause-
right before the new
Yeah,
expansion.
because like if he just be, I was already debating reporting him for being a jerk, and which would probably get him a slap on the wrist, a warning. But if that will let devs know that he's parsing, then I'm getting banned.
Denizens of the abyss. From ink of blackest night. I summon.
Like,
Yeah. Well, especially when the whole point of not having a parser is to stop people doing that. Like,
exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
congratulations, you played
The parser
yourself.
does barely anything. I mean, he's being just as much of a jerk with or without
Denizens
mentioning that their parsers are crap.
of blackest night. I
That has nothing to do with the fact that he's being a jerk.
Yeah.
Just one less thing he can say or maintain his on another alien. This concerns me.
Sorry, Mochi, but the way that
No,
I was
it's
running
okay.
it, 3 other people running that way with stacks, and I didn't wanna.
I'm rooted. Jump by 6 markers on me, I'm rooted.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna sit here and meow.
Meow. Okay, we're doing better this time around.
Yeah, when we went into this, it was like, we have a full hour. We'll be out in time for Paisa.
Oh, I got hit by Bob.
Ooh, it just took out like most of our DPS. Yeah, the really super death prone one survived that though. Please take the markers off.
Thank you.
I'm gonna slow cast grab Ajax.
How do you know?
Or not. Thank you, Puggy.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
In Lotra, you can report someone by just right-clicking on their name, like Gold Spammers here. And you don't even have to, like,
Your very soul
or
shall not escape
like, hey, I found a dirt. Deal with it according to your rules.
Ah, I miss. Hello, Hunty!
Mr. Jams and the other
Thank you very much for the... Thank you very much for the follow. You followed just in time to watch me die because I got distracted.
Tank!
Oh dear, I'll try to get
Good
Mochi
shit, I get
up.
the tank
Oh,
up. I was resing Mochi.
I'll try to get the
Thank you for the
tank
follow,
then.
it is very much appreciated. Unfortunately, I am dying a lot. So...
Another tank picked it up.
Doing great.
Yeah, what was it we said about we got a good alliance? We didn't say it. This is like...
Angry Hawk.
I see it now, in you.
Where
I'll
are
get
we?
one of the red mages.
Oh, Adeline is Narnia. I'll get her up. I can. No, I won't. I will heal the tank instead.
Yeah, I'm grabbing one of the puggies.
Blackest night, I summon.
Redemption. She's not in tank stance. Oh, it's because the other guy's
Ooh,
being
this might kill me. Okay, no, I'm fine. Maybe.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
Yay! There we
got
go.
You're fine.
I'm giving Buster my calm.
I'm giving Grace my phone.
Yay! I am now 10 points off my last thingy, but I have all my coins.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, it's just tank gloves that I ground so hard for my other character.
Oh no. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself on Discord real quick.
I am going to run and make.
So, seeing as we finally finished it, and I am 10 away from my thing, I'm not going to get that on stream. I'll do that later today. But what we are going to do is we're going to go do the Shadowbringers haircut, because this will be my last stream before we go into Shabbat. So let's go do that. It's very important to me. I don't care if it's not important to anyone else. It's important to me, so there. It's a very dramatic thing to load into Limsa Mimosa into. Somebody playing their dramatic Spanish guitar. Okay, which way do I want to go? I want to go this away. I think I've decided what I'm going to do for my haircut, but yeah, it's coming up soon. It's exciting. I'm really genuinely excited for Friday. I've been like keeping my hype I've been trying to like not minimize hype, because that's not the right way of putting it, but I'm trying to like temper my expectations. But I'm also like really excited, so you know, swings and roundabouts. Right. I'm gonna start by putting us here, because I think this is the most like natural lighting. Let's start with the hair colour. So I'm gonna go, I think, a dark blue. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I like how this looks. That's a good look, I think. And then as for hairstyle, I had this for a while. I don't really like how this one looks. I'm actually going to go back to small clothes. I'm really zoomed in. I kind of like how this looks. That looks, it's very nice and polite. I did have this one for a while as well. This is kind of, I kind of like that. Where's the other one that I was looking at? Somewhere around here. So I was considering this for a while, but it doesn't really fit this Maeve. Also, it really clips through my hair bad, but I think anything will. So. Do like how that one looks. No. Where's the little ponytail one that I was looking at? Here we go. This is the other one I was considering. But again, I don't really think it suits this Maeve. No. I have to make a decision. Okay, we're going back to emo basics. Yep. Fuck around with the hair colour a little bit more, but no, I really like how this one looks. So we have an emo. So the important thing for me, your friend and mine, Emo Maeve, is here. And that means it's time to change glamour plate link to this one. And change my glamour over to, whoops, not the cursed one, over to this one. Even though you can't really see my hair. And this is it, guys. My Shadowbringers look. Even though you can't really see it in this. If I go back into group pose here. Our Babby friend. I'm gonna save my Summoner Shadowbringer glamour for when I actually start Shadowbringers. But it is now time for me to end stream off here. Because I'm gonna go do a playthrough now. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I hope that you enjoyed. I will be streaming the Banner Saga 3 this Thursday. We're going to be having possibly an extra long stream. We're going to be finishing that off, and it's going to be good. Then on Friday, starting at some point during the day and running for the next week, all throughout the day, I am going to be doing a whole bunch of marathon streams for Shadowbringers, and it's going to be more chill than perhaps my streams are, difficult though it may be to imagine, because it's really just going to be like, let's, you know, go through all of this together. But as on Twitter, on Facebook, and in Discord earlier, I'm also going to be, during this time, doing a fundraiser for Guide Dogs for the Blind UK. So if you are interested in that, I have, if I can type correctly, just put the link in chat if it's gonna work, and perhaps it may not. Okay, well, perhaps it won't. Nope, it's not working. Okay, never mind. Well, anyway, if you're interested, please check my my Discord or my Twitter, my YouTube, any of those places, all linked down below for more info. But basically, for a week, because I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of marathon streams, I'm going to be trying to raise some money for a charity that's very near and dear to my heart. So if you're interested, please check that out. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and let my auto-host kick in. I'm going to say good night, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow, Hunter, and thank you so much for the resub, Pixie. It is appreciated more than I can ever say. Alright, I love you all a great deal. Take care, everybody, and I will see you guys on Thursday.